I can't do that. If I tried that, this would happen. If I ... This is called, in Julia Cameron's words, a blurt. What is a blurt? A blurt is that fear, that intangible fear that we have that comes up anytime that we try to step out and meet our artistic dreams. It's a great day to be alive and an artist. My name is Matt with the Hat, and today we are going to talk about overcoming our blurts. So I've been directing a long time, and it's a funny thing because no matter how many years I have directed, right around Tech Week, there's this one day where I say, it's not going to happen. It's impossible. It's not going to work. There is no way that given the time that we have, that we can accomplish the show of my dreams. And every time I say it, I'm panicking. I look at my partner and he's comforting and he rolls his eyes a little bit and he's like, you say this every time and then it works. And then I go, okay, I'm going to go forward. Even though I'm scared, I'm going to go forward. And guess what? At the end of that process, the show comes out miraculously, beautifully well. So how have I learned to do this? Well, one of the biggest things that we need to learn as artists is that mistakes are brilliant. We have to allow ourselves to be an amateur. We have to allow ourselves to suck at something, right? We can't start our artistic journey writing Shakespeare. We can't start painting and we're painting Michelangelo's Pieta, right? We can't start there. And some of us won't even try because our expectations when we start are, we are going to be the best ever. And if we are not the best ever, we won't even try. This perfectionist tendency poisons our mind and it causes us not to create. One of the biggest phrases in the theater is, if you're going to make a mistake, make it big. And that phrase is an idea we all need to embrace. That we don't need to be perfect in our art. We just have to try. We have to show up and start. And as we start, some of the most brilliant, amazing, powerful things will happen from our mistakes. Sometimes the truth isn't in the lines. Sometimes if we're painting something and we'll get the exact measurements and we'll get the exact proportion and the right skin tone, we look at it and it says, that does not capture the essence of what this thing is I'm painting. But the mistake might. The mistake might brighten a color, might make a color bigger, might change the proportions slightly, and suddenly the spirit of that painting comes out. The truth of what your perspective is on that painting comes out. Sometimes when we're acting, the actors are afraid of stuttering, right? So they go through a scene and they try to sound perfect. And they have this thing that I call actor voice. And they speak perfectly and proficiently, and there's no life. But then they start to forget their lines a little bit. And they're speaking with this perfect voice. And they suddenly go, and then they start to remember their lines. And suddenly, the character starts to click from the mistake. The mistakes often are where the brilliance lies. Okay? And so our blurt, our perfectionist thing, our cop in the head, tries to tell us, don't even start because it won't be right. I've got news for you. There's no such thing as right in art. There's no such thing as wrong in art. There are choices, and we make those choices and we explore them on the page. We explore them on the stage. We explore them through our voice. And then we go, I like that choice. Or what if I tried this? It could be a better choice. And when we open ourselves up to the idea that our art is not defined by how other people's react to it, right? Someone looks at us and they say, oh, that's not very good, is it? Oh, your show's too long. Oh, this happened. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And we let that weigh us down, when in reality, the value in our art is our own expression. And our own expression is priceless, because you're priceless. So what do I do about this? How do I silence those blurts? I go, well, this is my own saying. I go, well, maybe that show isn't going to be perfect, but doing that show is my dream. And I will always regret it for the rest of my life if I don't step forward. So I'm going to go forward even if it doesn't work. And I put everything that I can into it. And I put my heart and my soul into it. And you know what happens? We hit a home run. 9 times out of 10. So I want to encourage you to hit your home run. And hitting the home run starts with something small. Something small, and that is start the thing. Don't research the thing. Don't plan the thing. Start it. And see that flow of inspiration come to you, and see the answers to those questions that were holding you back dissolve away. I hope that this is helping you. You are amazing, fantastic, wonderful, and powerful. I love you, and have a beautiful day.